First, we have an honor to have Dr. Christian Rauscher. Christian is founder and entrepreneur. He's CEO of Emotion Banking and Top Service Austria. He's passionate about making companies realize how to connect their corporate values with customer centricity.
Yeah, very happy to be with you and to join you here. I'm gonna start here a little bit with the first question of how we can deliver excellence, self-service, or contact centers. So basically, the question between technology and the human side of services. And that's something I feel honored and feel very confident to speak about, since I have been running my business for the last 20 years. For the last 20 years, we try to empower companies in focusing on building up corporate culture and simplicity, as you mentioned. So today I'm invited here, I'm speaking more out of the perspective as we are running to Service Austria. This Service Austria, we have a platform established where we do on a yearly basis a lot of analysis of leading Austrian companies and their service and customer centricity. So what we do basically is we run market research and we address two different parties, the management on the one side, so trying to find out how structures and strategy support customer orientation within them. And on the other hand, of course, we ask people, customers, what they are really experiencing on a daily basis. This is then condensed down into KPIs and benchmarks. We have benchmarks for B2B in the area of Austria and Germany. And this leads, of course, then to some sort of awarding ceremony and seal of quality. But what is, I think, most important is the community that we built up here with Service Austria, because we really have a very open-minded community of people who are working in the area of service and really giving a very powerful and interesting insights of what we have been realizing in the last years and what the results of those initiatives. So let me start with some highlights that I would like to point out when we speak about service. I think the first one is maybe a no-brainer, but we found out, this is still data out of 2019 and 2020, that we have an over-optimistic perspective from the management says with an 82% agreement that we are open to customer feedback, so they would be very happy to get the cover back in sort of this is giving me a chance to improve my process. And they conclude that they all in all give a pretty good service to their customers. But when you turn to the customer side, then we see that we end up with 7% agreement. So there is a gap between 15 to 20% points between the internal of what we perceive we deliver and the external what customers are really seeing. And this is dramatic in the sense of because we are not fully aware of, we really have to push our service into the area of excellence. I show you here a crossing between overall customer satisfaction and the very famous Net Promoter Score. And you see on the scale from 0 to 10 points in satisfaction, where we can, of course, be completely delighted and very happy that even if you have a 7 on that scale, you end up with a Net Promoter Score of -5. So we need to at least keep an 8, 9, or 10. So if people are telling you your service is okay, yeah, everything is fine, how did you like the dish in the restaurant? The waiter asks you that, and you say, yeah, it was okay, thank you. Then you are already in the negative Net Promoter area. Thus, we really have to push in order to do more than just an average good job. You really have to go the extra mile to have a chance to have positive net promoter score. And we all know net promoter score is the one predictor for future customer purchasing behavior and for winning customers in that competitive area we are in. Speaking about competitive area, that's my third point I'd like to make. I think I stumbled about VUCA world like 10 to 12 years ago when I refused to ever speak about VUCA because for me that sounds like, okay, that's another acronym, a very nice storyline that we could use, but maybe it's a little bit too flat and not really good enough. Recently, I discovered that VUCA is so powerful and helpful to really get aware of the competitive arena. Because if you just take out from the volatile, uncertain, ambiguity, take the C out of the activity, C stands for complexity. That's a very good help for us to find out where we really have to address on our company. C stands for complexity. Complexity is something different than complicated issues. Complicated issues are the old world. Complicated issues are very difficult to learn, but complicated issues you can master. There is a logic behind it. You can control it. And I remember back in high school in the sixth class, I had a very short moment, I have to admit it, where I was able to even understand Einstein's relativity theory. I couldn't bring up that right now, but in those days I was able to at least for 1 or 2 days to understand how Einstein meant relativity could be described. That was complicated. So complicated issues can be controlled and can be predicted. Complex issues are a completely different story. That's why I like the VUCA so much, because C stands for complexity. Complexity always means that we are in a systematic world where we cannot make any predictions. We cannot control the issues. So that's we're living in a dynamic flow of things happening. And so we need, and this is the first step for the answer of your question, and may I quote, yeah, we need to have both because we have to bring in the complicated issues into a digital world and making digital excellent services being a more predictive, more repetitive because we can control those things. But we also have to, on the other hand, invest into our corporate culture because complexity is the issue for people, for creativity, for open mind. And so we have to, at the same time, empower our staff to solve complex issues that are not predicted. We have to deliver both parts because we're living in a world right now. This goes on very, very fast at a very, very high speed. And I'm pretty sure that you all are familiar with basically that slide telling us that we for long have already overcome the time where we were competing in raw materials or in products or in brands and image stuff. And I think it's like 20 years ago when we all said, yeah, we have to go into delivering delightful services. So service in those days was the last 80% of your entrepreneurial success. And right now we see that service even is not enough because we have to deliver experience, outstanding experience with our orchestra through all different touch points we are offering and at a consistent base. Now we see that even the experience don't seem to be enough because we have to give people the feeling that they are belonging to the community, that they are part of something that is even bigger than themselves. And we have to orchestrate these emotions too. And the next step we're right now jumping into that we have to be more into the area of guiding people, guiding in the sense of helping them after their life and being successful. to them in a way where we are really completely down into the area of one-to-one experiences and make individual services experiences at a moment of time where the customer doesn't even know that he needs something. So we have to go into the future perspective, think for the customer, anticipate what's going to be next, what could be next, what could be helpful for this one guy who is called Christian Rauscher right now, and then stimulate him at the right time with the right message, the right service experience delivery. So this is going to be the next phase that we are addressing towards, and for delivering that, we have to be perfect in mastering the technical aspects as well as the human side. So without customer centricity, without a deep understanding of how the customer is living and what are his needs right now and what could be future needs and addiction, we are not the part of the game. So to conclude, since I see I have 10 minutes spoken already, to conclude, we have more urgency to improve our service than you perceive because management still is over optimistic. We are delivering average service. Average service is not okay because it ends up with a negative net promoter score. And I have to add that even in Europe nowadays, we are in times where portals, the middle is dead, is becoming few more and more every day. So we see in our service that either you end up being a fan or that you're being a hater. But we do not have those neutral people anymore with service. Service is polarizing. Either you say, wow, that's cool, that's great, and then you tell your friends, or you say, that's crap and shit. Please avoid the company. So we do not have this stable middle anymore, and it's deteriorating. Even in times of Corona, we saw it shrink the middle. The neutrals, they are gone. So we have to be excellent. And how to be excellent? Well, you have to add technology excellence and corporate culture and people centricity and people how they can deliver those. One example of a technical issue, how to have a very nice experience. Here is you see Hielt is a Lego gift bot, and for a long time we thought that if you have technical service, that's something that is cold, that is not very nice from the journey, from the emotional side. You can't add technology and emotion together, but I think Lego proved that you can integrate emotion and technology very perfectly. You do not need Pepper, the humanoid robot, to have technology and emotions, but here you have a very nice bot helping to make a very nice purchasing decision for a gift for a kid, for instance. And what I like so much here in that case is that Lego really understood it to have very human communication and very funny and entertaining, pictures and text messages that make you smile, even so you know you're talking to a machine. Still, you really smile with that, and that's why I really love this example. So, all in all, of course, at the end you can purchase. All in all, it's not only service things. All in all, we can point out radical personalization is a must. Outstanding corporate culture that is empowering people who are doing service. We have to break down hierarchies. We have to empower people to go creative solutions and bring unusual solutions. We have to be technical upfront and high convenient for our customers. We have to be transparent. We have to be forward thinking. We have to be immediate in the sense of guiding the economy, and then we will make a pretty good job. If you want to learn more, and if you're very happy to live in Austria, then I'd like to invite you to join us next week on Friday. We have a short walk around here. This is the background. It's our office in the Kurpark in Austria, and 5 companies from Anhand and Win today. They are sharing their best practices, so there you can get some inspiring stuff. And now I hand out my words to you, it. I think I figured out we have to do something, we have to improve, and it's got to be fun, even if it's a technical solution. And yeah, I'm looking forward for the questions and discussion. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you, Christian. Really, really cool. First, I like Baden. You know that already, so you should join it for sure. If not now, then next time. Baden is great, guys. Visit for sure. What I particularly like in your presentation is when you say that, you know, customer, but it's a bit counterintuitive that customer satisfaction is not always followed by NPS. You have like opportunity cost of bailing out. I can be in a relationship with the company, be rather satisfied, but would I do it again? Probably not. So NPS would be still low. Second thing that I found amazing in your presentation is that you're mentioning guided economy. We are operating with a similar thing. You also mentioned it, experience economy. So if I have to blend those two, you know, I would say that customer expects to be guided through the experience throughout the touch points from the beginning to the end. Great stuff. Thank you, Christian.